Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. Welcome back. I'm Angela, and the channel is Be Fabulous You, and I got a question for you. How did this episode open? All I know is I looked up and it was like rewind, and I'm like 1 week ago, 1 day ago, what happened? Because I do love a show that starts at the end and then goes back to show you what happened. And have I ever seen that happen on a reality TV show? But the episode ends with a bunch of drama at Monique's place with Giselle, and all hell has broken loose, or you know, the little drama that was brewing between them has escalated to a point of some more confrontation. So if you guessed that I am reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, is it episode 4 or 5? I'll put it in the title. Then you're correct. If you'd like to hear my review, comments, thoughts, please stick around, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Share. Okay, so again, the whole rewind I missed. She was all I have is describing women to friend. We see somebody planning an event. I ain't write that down. These notes are just atrocious. I just didn't have time to go back and watch. So we have to go forward. We have to go forward. We go marching forward, ever forward, backward, never. Is that how it goes? Shasha can go, as far as I'm concerned. She talking something about the National Basketball Wives Association. You know, I know she's trying to move on. She's trying to embrace, you know, a new thing. I think she's right. I think she said, you know, even though she's the interim director of the National Basketball Wives Association, it's time for her to move on. I missed all of that, and you can miss me with all of that too. Bye, Shasha. Let's find a new story. Let's find a storyline for you. Let's find something. The ride or die-ness, Oz. So we see Robyn and Ashley at Oz, and I wrote the ride or die-ness. They're having a PR strategy session. Hey, I really liked seeing Robyn in her PR role and learning more about that. I guess I'm like interested in, I want to see more of the women in that context, and you know, some of their struggles and successes professionally. Is that corny? I guess I'm corny then. I was like, oh, give me more, tell me more, show me more. I was so happy to see that. Look, y'all, I can't be shaking because I got my thing plugged in and it's gonna shake off the thing and fall. So let me just try to be calm and dignified and stayed. But Roz, Ash is basically like, look, you ain't got to be putting up with this stuff with wine. You could be on a yacht someplace. You know, you could be a rich man's woman. And Robyn felt that was sort of gold diggerish. But I mean, if that's not your value system, if that's not what you're looking for, you know, I can appreciate that. At the same time, I feel like the real point that I would be making if I was there is, whatever it is that we want, whatever it is that you want in your life, whatever it is that we want in our life, how can we get that? We don't have to get in this habit of settling for half a man is better than no man at all, or, you know, this situation is, you know, better than, you know, being beat all day, every day, so I'm happy about it. I mean, I know sometimes we make pauses along the way, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we want to keep our eyes on the prize of what we really want, what excites us, what makes us happy, what brings us joy, you know. So that's what I want. If it ain't being on a yacht with a rich man, I respect that, I understand that. But I mean, it ain't none of my business because I don't know you, Miss Robyn. But I just wish for you, even though I don't know you, I just wish for you happiness and joy and fulfillment in your relationship with yourself, most of all, but you know, in all of your relationships. And then we have a montage. And is it me, or are the montages new? Did I just start not noticing them? But we see somebody doing yoga. That's all I got. Yoga kids, Robyn. We see the sisters in the car. This is a whole scene that, you know, we see the Karen and her sister, the Grand Dame, in the car. They're going to get the cake that Karen has ordered for their mom's 70th birthday party celebration. And then we're at a party. Charisse, Robyn is saying that she hates to see families break apart. And Charisse really says that she likes Juan and Robyn's situation, which is really interesting. And maybe Robyn really likes her and Juan's situation. You know, maybe it's much more attractive than it looks, you know, to me from the outside looking in. I don't know, because it looks like I don't know. Monique likes to talk, or she's getting a likes to talk edit. And Charisse's whole speech at the Basketball Wives Association was very awkward. And Monique asked, will Juan and Robyn get back together? So there's a party, and Charisse is there, and Robyn is there with Juan, and Monique is there with her husband, and I think it's the National Basketball Wives Association, but I just gave you all the highlights. Okay, then we're at a restaurant. This is with the word on the street. This is with word on the street. The word on the street is that I'm the word on the street. She's starting a makeup line, or, you know, and I think we heard this last season, but, you know, she's meeting with some women who are helping her with that, the professionals. So it's like 3 or 4 women. They're testing the samples, comparing and contrasting. And then what we find out is that Giselle was the queen of some sorority, and that one of the women that's there, that Giselle hated her for no reason. Are y'all seeing a pattern? That's just probably her style. That's probably what she feels that she's known for, being a bitch and hating women for no reason. And they have to prove themselves to her. And then once they prove themselves to her, she's good friends with them. I don't know what her shtick is, but and the purple confessionals continue. In these confessionals, the women be looking purple, especially Robyn and Giselle. It might be everybody, but maybe because of their skin tone. Or maybe it's my TV. I don't know. Has anybody else noticed that? Okay. We're at Karen's mom's 70th birthday party. We find out that as a child, Karen was very demanding. I guess that's how she got the black Dr. Black Bill Gates, because she demanded the best. She didn't settle for less. And who is the baby that Raven is holding? My mother is like, that's Raven's baby. I'm like, that is not Raven's baby. If that's 17, how old is that child? 21, 17? If that baby child had a baby, we would know that she just went to college. If that would have been a story, that would have been, no, that's not her baby. But it seemed weird because the only people that I saw at the party were the daughter Raven, her, Karen's sister, Karen's hubby, and Karen's mom, and then this baby. Who is the baby? I'm just asking. I'm just saying. I just want to know. And then we see Monique getting set up for her barbecue, talking about spades, and she's cooking. And I'm like, oh, okay, so she looked like she cooking big platters of food. Like she's catering, like an event for 40 people or 100 people or something. She cooking in big pans. She expecting a lot of people, and she's cooking. She's not catering. And then we go to Giselle's place. Giselle is cooking popovers, and Robyn comes over for a chat. I've looked at recipes for popovers. I've always wanted to cook them, but I never have. Okay. I have been interested in popovers, though. I'm serious. They talking about Monique, and they're saying that Monique talks more than Karen. So I guess Karen has a reputation for being talkative. And then Giselle says something about, you know, that the woman, that Monique's stuff, she don't have nothing. She ain't got shit, but her husband has stuff. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Because they're a couple. They're married. So I don't agree with that. I don't know what particular type of arrangement that husband and wife have, but you know, they're husband and wife. So what's his is hers. My husband used to say, what's mine, Angela's is Angela's, and what's his is ours. But I don't agree with that. But you know, we merge things together. We work together. And she's providing, you know, what she's providing, and it may not be money, but that doesn't mean that it's any less valuable than his money. They're working together. They're building, Giselle. You've been married, girl. Come on now. Come on now. And then we go back to the party at Monique. Monique is chatting with the housewives, especially with about Giselle and her tensions and problems with Giselle, with her curly haired pal, Gigi. Is that her name? Gigi, the curly haired pal. And then we see Ray and Karen come in. Then we see Cal and Giselle come in. Now Cal, I think he was on the last season when Giselle went to Charissa's house and got kicked out. So it's like her, you know, friend, and I guess they like to get together and, you know, talk mean about people or laugh and tee-hee about people. I don't really know. But they said they like to shade, and it's just fun. And then we see Juan and Robyn coming, and I think Robyn makes a comment like 2 events in a week that they've gone to. It's like a miracle or something. And I'm like, at the first event, I didn't even recognize him. Later on, I was like, is that Juan? You know, I missed some stuff, I guess, because it was like I had the last show in a 9-show run yesterday, so I was kind of a little bit tired, spaced out, whatever. So I tried. I did watch and take notes to the best of my ability. But yeah, I missed the whole first time with Juan. It was like halfway through. I'm like, that's Juan. So yeah, 2 events in a week. That's like, seems like a lot going on. And then we see Ashley and her husband come in. Gigi ends up confronting Giselle because Giselle and her friend Cal are, you know, over there tee-hee and commenting whatever. And I think that Gigi is on the alert because she's already gotten the word from Monique about Giselle. So she is on her guard duty post and she's on her job. She's on her job. So she confronts them. And then Monique comes in. We see Monique in the confessional because Giselle was like, well, we were just complimenting your house and complimenting your food or whatever. And Giselle in her confessional is like, nobody whispers a compliment, which I think is probably true. I guess sometimes maybe somebody who's like haterish, they might whisper it because they don't want to say it out loud and have you hear it and get the big head, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, usually when people are whispering, it ain't compliments. I'm just saying. Ashley tells Giselle about rumors that Juan is cheating on Monique, which kind of confused me because I know nobody understands, and it ain't for anybody to understand if it works for them, if they understand it. If they don't understand it, if it works for them. If it don't work for them, it's their business. They in it. But I'm like, how can he cheat on her when they not together? But I don't know. But anyway, I guess Ash has heard that he's dealing with, oh my God, that is a little bitty, itty bitty, tiny dog. Ash has heard that Juan is dealing with another woman. So she's basically asking Giselle, should I say something? What should I say? How should I say it? You know, that's your girl. What do I do? And Monique kind of comes in and what's her face, Giselle is basically like, she don't want to talk about it in front of Monique because she's trying to say that Monique is talkative and, you know, she talks a lot, you know, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Sir Lady Talk a Lot. She don't want to talk in front of her. And, you know, it becomes this whole thing because it mixes in with the Gigi saying that they were talking about Monique, and then she says that comment about Monique, but they weren't at that moment, at least the way it's edited, talking about Monique. They were talking about the other person, but it just it's too little too late, and it's gone too far. So Monique comes in and she's like, I can't stop talking, right? Well, it's my house and I can stay where I want to stay. So what do you have to say? You know, I can stay in here if I want to stay in here. So you go on and talk, or you can get out the house. You don't act like you want to be here, so you can just leave. And then they show a flashback of Giselle getting thrown out of a party last year. Have you ever been thrown out of a party? I don't think I've ever been thrown out of a party. And Monique says, I think in her confessional, she says, strike 1 was the high tea. Strike 2 is hookah night. Strike 3 is here. Tonight, I'm done with it. I'm over. I'm done. Giselle, we are not cool. And then everybody, or a lot of the housewives, the Real Housewives of Potomac, end up congealing, conversing, you know, gathering, having a convention outside with Giselle by the car. And so I think it's kind of like maybe Juan's woman, maybe Robyn goes out, not Robyn, Robyn goes out first, and she's talking to Giselle, and Giselle is telling her what Ashley said. Then Ashley comes out, and then I don't know if Shasha comes out. Yeah, meeting by the car, Giselle, then Robyn, then Ashley, then Charisse. And I think that there is a little confrontation, although I don't have that in my notes, between Ashley and Robyn. And did Robyn say we not a couple so he can't cheat? Okay, maybe, I don't know. I guess it really don't matter because it's confusing to me, but it don't matter if it's confusing to me or not because that's their business. I'm just watching it on TV. And then we see Monique comes out to the car asking about the sideline and, you know, saying, well, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And Monique is like, no, what's going on? I don't do bullshit. And I think it's a to be continued. But anyway, that's the Real Housewives of Potomac. Is it getting juicier? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Thank you for watching. Have a fabulous day. Fabulite. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous. You. The best day ever.